Okay, for Mr. Beast and potentially Shop, I mean, or anybody else, but wanted to make this quickly to explain this game. This is Gemstone Legends. So, this came out a while ago. It's been like at least a year or two. It's been a while, but a lot of Empire and Puzzles YouTubers that I used to follow, actually, I'm watching, get info from. This is around like season one, season two of release of that game, and it started to go downhill from when they started to nerf a few heroes in Empire and Puzzle, like when Telluria got released and then nerfed, and it started to go downhill. But a lot of them switched to this game, and one of the good things about this game is the community. Have a lot of say. They suggest things or ask for things, and actually a lot of it does get added to the game. So just so you see what it's like. So this is basically the map, and there's I just logged in for the day, so there are some free things to be done. So there's I'll try to not to make this a long video, but so on the bottom left, as you can see, because I got a guild going on, I got a this is the Titan for it basically, and if you see at the top, there's a key up there, 69 2. So I basically have that many. As you can see, the fight button has a key on it, so you have that many hits on a Titan, right? So I can technically hit this Titan 69 times. Unlike the other games, Empire and Puzzles, it's not time based where you're hitting the Titan for a minute and a half. This one, until you kill the Titan, well, actually, it's until you die, because they added overkill, meaning no matter how much damage you do, even if the Titan's out of life, you continue hitting him until he wipes you out, because he keeps getting stronger after certain amounts. So basically, you get like 30 turns, and then it starts increasing the damage that the Titan does to you and the damage that Titan takes, right? So eventually, you're going to get wiped. That there's nothing to be done. That's just what's going to happen. So that's and I really like it. I mean, there are times that I go pretty far in it. It takes more than a minute 30 of the other game, so I do enjoy it. As you can see in the members, I'm the only one here. I check in once a day. Chickens have things involved with it. There's rankings and requests and all that bullshit. But anyway, that's the guild stuff and the Titans. I really like the Titans. Okay, and if you look at history, I haven't fought one in a long time, because I go in waves with this game. Like, I spend like a month or two hardcore playing, doing my dailies every day, and killing Titans. Then it becomes strong, because the more Titans you kill. So let me just, well, hopefully it's the last thing. As you can see, the Titan's got a star next to it. The more you kill, the more that Titan gets stronger. So obviously, if you have just think of it as in how many star Titans in the other side, right? So as you can see at the bottom, there's HB. So honestly, this Titan I can destroy very quickly, but then obviously I'll go until it kills me up. So that's the Titan. Heroes. So these are all the heroes. One thing you'll notice is so the same thing, gold borders, those are the legendaries. The purple is the epic, blue is the rare, and then there's the where are they? I actually just fed them. So they're all, you can take every hero, whether it's blue, gray, all the way to 6 star. So you can actually take any hero to 6 star. That's one thing that's really cool about this game. You don't really need just legendaries, although there are some really good legendary heroes, just like every other game. But you can take heroes higher. So in my storage, you'll see I have actually a few of them, I think, somewhere. Yeah, like the blue guy in the middle, this guy. If you see him, he's technically a blue, but I've taken him to 5 star and awakened 1 star. So one purple star that you see, like these ones have. So awakening is basically limit breaking in this game, right? And I'll explain that stuff shortly. But so as you can see, I have a bunch of heroes. I've been playing it for a while, so that's why I've collected a bunch, and I'm working on heroes here or there. One thing I really like with this game is unlike the Empire and Puzzles, if I use my heroes in campaign or whatever, they gain XP, right? So that's one way. Secondary, there's a training camp, so you can put your heroes in, and over time they level. So right now they went up a level, and in 6 hours, 11 hours, 3 hours, 7 hours, they go up one more level. So while you're sitting there, they're gaining. So I really, really like that part. I mean, I do also use them in campaigns, so they gain XP there. And the campaign, if you look at the top right, there's multiple levels. So I've actually made it to Inferno last stage. I finished it, but there are some bonuses. Like I have three more left, which these three are gonna be really difficult because the one I'm stuck at, I need to finish the level hell. Three and if I'll show you so I don't mumble over it, I need to finish each stage. As you can see how this one has 1 star, 1 star, 3 stars, and 3 stars is really difficult because you have to finish it in 10 moves or less, and not take any deaths, right? So it's really, really difficult, but that's a challenge in this game for me right now. Try to come up with a team because it's really, really tough. So that's kind of the campaign part of it. Training right there. Market, I mean, market is if you want to buy stuff with game money, right? So this is you can see at the top the diamonds and the money, because you use money to do other stuff, which I'll get to shortly. But I don't usually buy anything in the comments. In the events, as you can see, I buy special gear, which I'll talk about gear shortly. There's, as you can see, potions and shards. Shards are, if you get a certain amount of shards, you can actually get the hero. It's like a puzzle. You get 100 pieces, you put it together, you get a hero, right? So I do buy stuff with the event token, and the tokens, you get them by doing events, like just basic, imagine doing all your quests that show up in Empire and Puzzles. With guild, the more guild stuff you do, which for me is Titans, obviously, because that's all I have. As you can see, I buy dust. Dust is used to limit break, so I buy all the dust that I can. They're really cheap. These gears, I'll explain gears as well to you, because gears is what makes this game pretty interesting. And in arena, I used to hardcore play it, stop for a while, go back and forth. So same thing again, you can buy different stuff. So relics are new to this game. I'm new enough to relics that I don't super know them well, but obviously if you click, it tells you, yeah, it's 5% defense increase. So all that stuff is basically listed in here, which I'll explain shortly when I get into the heroes. Arena's right here. And if you look, oh, that's the last time I played. So there's different levels, just like, the trophies, platinums and golds and all that in a power puzzle. That's what this is, right? So the lower you are, the lower the team. So as you can see, these teams are pretty decent. Obviously, you look at the bottom. This guy is actually really useful for a lot of people. I actually have him leveled up pretty high too. And as you can see, he's green. He's common or uncommon, even better. Commons are the worst of the worst, like the 1 stars of Empire and Puzzles. So really low, but as you can see, his specialty speed is increased for 5 or 15% res, okay? And that's where we get to the heroes. And the good thing about this heroes, you load him up with res, and then he just constantly is going off, right? Because speed is very important in this game, is how often a hero goes off. Because this game is a little bit different when it comes to turns. So yeah, this is that. I have flags to use and all sorts of, it's same thing of the other one. I don't want to get too much into it. So shop obviously has stuff every day. I come to my freeze. I believe I collected today's freeze just a bit earlier, but you basically come in, there's a free one that you can take, which is the free one that I took. Hold on, let me see. These stuff, I'm going to sell them for money because I have better gear. But 5-star, 6 stars in everything is top. So 5-star gear is pretty good, which I'll explain a bit later. But I don't need this, so I'm going to sell it. And probably same for this. I actually need money more than anything else. So this is 6-star, 11% HP, attack, defense. This is not bad, so I'm going to hold on to this. And another 6-star, attack, defense, crit, defense. So I'm going to hold on to these two, actually, just in case. I'm loaded with stuff I've been collecting for a while. I'm a hoarder. So those the free stuff you get in shop. If I go into here, this is where you roll. So bronze. I mean, this is ones, as you can see, common, uncommon, and rares that you can pull, summon. And as you can see, I have 150. I mean, like, they're feeders, basically, just in case, unless you're looking to do one more thing, which I'll explain later. There's different scrolls. Golds are my favorite because it gives you option for legendary. Epic is platinum and legendary, but it's harder to come by, right? And you get it once a month. If you do your check-in once a month, literally once a month, you can get a platinum. It's really cool. But there's multiple types. So this only rolls reds. It could be any any level of a hero, but only reds, only blues, greens. So I have two of, or purples. I have two of each. So those uh, puzzle pieces, that one I said you get 100 put together, that's basically something like this, which is in the hero side. But the stuff you get for free, one of them is you get 10 gold pieces every day. So in 10 days you get one roll, right? And I usually just collect them, and after a while I just use all of them. So that's that. There's all sorts of them. And the astral one's pretty damn good. And if you can see the diamond scroll, once you collect, you get a guaranteed legendary. Like, that thing's pretty cool. But the game has some good things. So one of the things to keep in mind, which, let's go back to here, so because I typically use this over here, is this is the important part. Yes, you pay with, like, I think 1,000 diamonds or whatever it's called, but you can select a preferred hero, right? And it goes all the way down to garbage ones, like common and uncommon. But you can select a hero, and you get a higher percent chance of actually getting that when you're rolling. Like, honestly, I've done this only twice because I wanted a specific hero from the list. I got them both times. My next actual legendary that popped was the one that I selected here, so that's really good. And this game has also something called the mercy system. So after a certain amount of gold, if you haven't got a legendary, you're guaranteed a legendary. I don't remember if it was like 200 or 250 or whatever it was, but it's something like that. But you're guaranteed to get a legendary after a certain amount. And of course, there are times I get 2 or 3 in a row. Sometimes I don't get it until, the mercy system kicks in. Because you could see, I had quite a bit of heroes, but I've been playing this game for a while. Okay, so this, again, dailies 5 minutes in, like the sign-ins. So you can get some of these energies, but used to play the game, basically, for when you're playing campaign. So energy is important. Monthly, see, if you sign in 30 days, at the 30th day, you get a diamond. So really, not sorry, not a diamond. It's the other one. Shit, I forgot the name of it. I'll find that shortly. Platinum or whatever the fuck it is. But you get one. You're guaranteed an epic or a legendary, right? And as you can see, on the day 18, there's 3. Day 24, there is 4 gold. So you're constantly getting these, right? These are important, as you can see. They're level 5 or 6 star gear that you're gonna wear, artifacts, so they're really good. So I do like their. I think there is a. I mean, you can pay for one. I don't buy. I've never once paid for this, right? But if you do, every day, you're collecting this many fucking scrolls. So that's up to you if you pay. I don't pay for that at all in this game. That being said, I don't know what this new portal world is. It's been here for about at least 2-3 months. So I know something's going to be released here. I don't know what it is. Important stuff to discuss on the side. The library is very good. It explains everything about the game, whether it's equipment related, whether it's hero related, statuses, everything you want is in here. It's actually really, really useful there because the game does have quite a bit of things in it. So this is really, really important. I have had to use it a bunch of times to actually learn something. So let's just say I go into heroes abilities, right? And then after that, explains what passives are and how it works and everything, right? Awakening heroes, basically, like limit breaking them. Abilities, where's one that was specific? Yeah, there's holy shit. One I'm looking for, actually, I can't fucking find because I am all over the place with my brain right now. Anyway, too much wasting time here. So, as you know, in Empire and Puzzles, they brought dragons, right? This game has had dragons since day one. So anytime you want to fight, so if I go in here and pick a team, so let's just say I select this map and go engage. As you can see, you have a dragon, and you have multiple types of dragon. You can pick, you can level up your dragons. I like the purple guy because he actually blocks heals, right? So the green, the obviously fire, does fire damage. Green heals. Blue slows enemies down, so drops speed, which is my second favorite. Yellow, I can't really remember. Purple doesn't heal. I don't know what the last one is. I think it's really bullshit. I don't know anything about it. One thing that's very important in this is the order. Putting them in order is important. However, unlike Empire and Puzzles, where everything that you select as diamonds that go straight down to hit the hero, this one is different, which I'll do one match afterwards after I explain a few more things. So, heroes, right? So these are obviously from the strength. These are my favorite heroes at the top. And so let's just pick this guy. This guy's pretty awesome. I like him. So if I click on this, this is his base stuff once leveled and everything. There are bonuses. So the green numbers are all the bonuses I'm getting, whether it's gear or, my relic, which is here. But all the bonuses are, you can see the add-ons. Like speed is what's important. So you look at this guy's 318, right? And if I go to, let's just say this guy, which is another one of my favorites, he's 272. So that guy fires before he does. And it's not like everybody goes one after the other. Speed determines who goes. So I could have like 5 turns before you have your first turn, right? So that's what makes this game really, really interesting, okay? So as you can see with the purple stars, I've completely maxed limit break and everything. This one, which here they say awakening. And if I go here, my first ever legendary, I still use him, not as much, but he's a strong hitter and he does fire damage, which I'll explain shortly. But I didn't take him too far. So quick explanation. Let's just pick right here. So as you can see, HP, attack, defense on the left. There is something underneath it that says leader, which I'll show you. Leader in this game, it has an ability that is very, very important. Okay, so this leader, if you select this hero to be the leader of the match, increases the accuracy of all allies by 50% in arena. So the little things are very important because some are arena, some are everywhere, some are in guild related stuff. So everything's different, but the leader ability is very important. Very, very important. At the beginning, when I first started, I didn't know, and I would select heroes that don't have leaders as leaders because you have to select a leader per match. And I didn't know I'm fucking myself until I kind of learned the game. But here are the skills for this guy. So when I set this hero off, this hero has true damage to a single enemy, 20% of target's match HP, right? So like if I hit myself, I have 48,000 health, 20% of that is how much damage I'm doing. And also hits everybody else 15% of the max target, okay? So 15% of the person you hit gives to everybody else. And as you can see, you can level up the skills. I've maxed leveled this hero because this hero hits really hard. I really like her, right? So that's the special skill. The passive skill is this one. So at the start of the turn, she has 100% chance to inflict poison on all enemies. So as soon as the match starts, everyone gets poisoned. Okay, and all that stuff I'll show you shortly too, if I can remember. Once per turn, 2 or more allies are alive, she resurrects herself. So as you can see, attack and defense increase by 5%. So these passives get crazier and crazier, meaning some of them have like a booklet of things they do. Obviously, a hero, strength and everything matters, right? So these are the two. Now, speed, very important. Res, obviously, if you can resist stuff, it's always good, right? Accuracy, how accurate you are when you hit. Crit obviously makes sense. Crit damage, because that's crit rate, that's crit damage. Mana gain, basically means how many tiles will set you off. So at 20, basically 5 tile match, I'll be able to set this hero up, right? 5 or 6, I think it's 5 for this. So awake is right here. Obviously, I've fully awakened, so I can do anything. And as you can see, when you awake, that's what you get. It tells you percentage-wise. It's different for every level. Equipment. This is where I spend quite a bit of my time. So there's the shield, the weapon. There's the helmet. There's the shield, arm, chest, and legs. So as you can see, I have this that's 4-star blue on one of my favorite heroes. One of the things is, if you notice at the bottom left, if I have two pieces of this set, it gives me bonuses. So I have a 4-piece bonus and a 2-piece bonus, right? And this one, the bonus for it is really good because it starts with 35 mana at the start, so she'll go off even faster. If I actually do all 6 pieces with this gear, which is what I'm collecting, she sets off right away as soon as the match starts, right? So gear in this, if you look at the bottom right, that's when you realize the difference in your heroes. But bottom left, there's the armor, right? So this armor piece adds 40% HP, 11% attack, 10% defense, 15% attack, 15 plus 15, because there's percentages and numbers, and critical damage. So this is where it becomes really, really interesting in this game, where the hero that I'm looking at right now that adds, remember the other one that I showed earlier, the blue one, the common one that I said, his resurrect is good. This is where it becomes interesting. So you load up a gear that's got high res, and it keeps adding to their bonus, whatever the bonus is. So every hero, and as you can see, there's tons of gear that I've been collecting, right? And stars matter, color not so much. So this is the difference. So this is a 6-star legendary, and as you can see, I have the main, which is HP, and then the 4 underneath it. When I go to blue, I have the main, but only 2 showing, meaning I have to level this armor piece. As you can see, this one is level 15, but this is 0. The more I level, the more things are show up on the bottom left. So this one, purples, if I see here, there's only showing 4, including the top. So once I go past 12 levels of upgrade, it shows me the last piece, right? So it sounds like a lot. It is not. Remember that every game you start at the beginning just seems like it's a lot, but honestly, it's not. You get used to it. This is another one, free stuff to upgrade your dragons. So every day you get to claim free shit, and then you get to continue claiming free shit. I automatically pick those heroes to do whatever the requirement is, so I can get the free stuff on the left. Obviously, I don't pay the pass, so I didn't get the stuff on the right, and I don't care for that. I don't need that anyway, right? So I just, every day when I log in, make sure I get my free stuff out of it, and then boom, done. So quick bit, that's what it is. Okay, so if I come back over here, look, I've been 20 minutes, I got 1 more scroll. That's why I have tons of bronze scrolls. Cave, basically these are your dragons, so that's that. This is a new building. I'm sure that's coming. It's just obviously they haven't assigned anything, because this map used to be much smaller when I started. Rift is interesting as well. This is where you actually end up collecting things. So if I go to the Moondust Rift, this is where I can collect my white, right? So there are different colors of dust for different color heroes. Green hero needs green dust. Yellow hero needs yellow dust. So that's what this is. But every hero, when you're awakening, needs their own color. So green, green, and a white, right? So white you need to collect for every hero, and you can just keep coming in here. As you can see at the bottom, you get anywhere from 3 to 9, 2 to 4, 1 to 4 if you do this map, right? And it's basically like a campaign map. You beat a bunch of people, you get the bonus, like you get the dust, right? So that's how you collect white dust here. But as you can see, different colors open up different times. So right now, for next 6 minutes, yellow dust is up. So you can collect yellow dust. And at the top right, in 6 minutes, purple opens up. That opens in 6 minutes. So that's one thing that's interesting about this, that different colors open up different times. Those are the dust. And then these ones are just XP, gear, and other stuff that if you want to get. So there's this is obviously the first one that came out, then eventually they went to this one, and then eventually this one. And all of them are important because there's quests saying, if you finish this, and the quests are here. Yeah, the events, I should call it. The relic events are new. I haven't done too many of these, but it tells you if you go into it, it tells you you get these points for this if you do these, right? You follow these, and then you go down. These are your results. So you can get a relic if you finish this by doing these. So very, very doable. I mean, I'm more here. I don't do a lot of the relics. Those are just what happens. But so this one is ended on the top left side. Ended. This one is done. I barely played this for these things. But so this one, Fairy Forest Glowing Powder. So as you can see, Ascend Heroes, get stuff. 200 points. You get those. And then you can collect these. Right? And eventually, you can go to the top of the food chain and get the relics as well too. So the game pays really well. I really like it. The fact that if you play it, you get stuff for it, and you get tons of free things out of it. So let's do one match. We'll do one quick match, and I'll do a quick one in campaign. I won't do Inferno. I'll go Hell. I've already done, as you can see, all 21s because I had to go there. So let's just go this one. And each level has 7 floors, which you can see 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 right there. And 7 obviously is the boss. So let's just not go there because I want to do a quick match. Let's start with 2. So you're fighting these 4. That's what it says. So 8 energy to fight my heroes, right? So as you can see, the bottom is who you pick as the leader. So obviously I like her. Raven is my healer, and I believe attack up, if I'm not mistaken. Color master. Oh, I should have gone through some of the skills. So like color master basically means that every color is your specialty. Mana breath, you gain more mana. So like all of this in the library, it explains. That's what I was trying to show you actually. So let me just do a quick one, and then here, here, and here. Let's just pick these ones. And for leader, I will pick, I think, was it her leader ability? Yeah, in all game modes, res goes up by 40. Why not? There are better ones, but let's just pick this one. Boom, in all game modes. Okay, and let's go 8. Let's fight. So, good thing is you don't need to just match 3. That's one thing. So let's just say if you look at the top, there's the order. Because of my speed, I'm shooting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before they go off. And I want to take this hero off so they don't go off. And if I go with the red, the order, red will do more damage, right? So there's my red. And you could definitely do combos. There we go, that one. And what's next? Purple. So I don't want to do purple yet because that's next. So I'll do the yellow. Boom. That hero is dead. Now purple. He also has those gears that gives you 35%. That's why he gained life. So here's one purple match. Here's one purple match. And let's do one more purple match. Boom. And the stronger the diamond, you can see now on the purple that says 4, right? It's level 4. So now let's set this off. So this guy, my ninja guy, he hurts himself a percentage of the damage he does. So that's why he's a little bit dangerous. But he's got this ability when, let me see if it's in here. Ability, yeah, there we go. He can kill himself. If your life is low enough, he can kill himself. But one thing that he does, if you look at his passive, is once per battle, he resurrects himself 1 HP and is invincible for 9 turns. Very, very useful. There are times that this guy alone keeps me alive because the other team, obviously it's automatic. They keep targeting him to kill him. You can't because he always stays alive with 1 health, and I get to survive and not really die, right? So what I like about the purple guy is he silences people. He blocks people from going off. He freezes them. What's the actual word to use? Stun. There we go. Yeah, stun would be the what? Yeah, deals damage, ignores, chance to inflict vulnerability. Where is the stun? Yeah, there we go. Stun for 2 turns. So usually when it's my last turn before them. So if it was the blue guy, I would be stunning them right now. But fuck it. So see, I did damage. He did 12,000 on himself, and he heals a little bit too. So yellow. Let's just do. Oh, I should have saved green for next turn. See, I do that quite a bit. Randomly pick one, but I mean it's over. So let's just say I select this red, set off this one, boom, head off this one, they're dead, right? So there's victory, boom, and I get 3 stars because I finished in less than 10 moves and also didn't die. So although I've already done this, and then that's my rewards. I always sell these shit gear because the good gear comes from somewhere else, the rifts, and that's it. There's a match. Okay, and obviously this is a friend code I send if multiple people sign up. As you can see, we eventually, whoever signs up gets, let me see the name of them actually. Platinum, yeah, platinum scrolls, which is guaranteed epic or legendary. Okay, so quick enough. That's what this is. And of course, the more things you do in this game, and you collect stuff. If you go in here, you can see I actually have claimed all my free stuff. But if you pay, you also get that stuff, which I don't pay. I never pay for this stuff. So the more you play, the more rewards. Honestly, I really, really enjoy this game. I do have a guild, Gypsy Warriors. If anybody wants to join, see, there we go. I guess that was 6 minutes off my free right there. 5,000 bucks and 10 of that. So let's go here. Let me see. Now, for the hell of it, because, whoopity doo, you get to see, I'll just buy 10 scrolls right now. And this thing always changes. It's not always the same price for same amount of stuff. There are times that there's a amount for 51 scrolls or whatever. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. I never buy the platinums. Once a month I get one for free, so there's no point. Anyway, so I go claim it. This is my free stuff I just got. I bought those. Go here. Let's do some rolls together. So if I hit summon and immediately click and it shows, it's not a legendary or epic. But if it's either, you're going to watch the whole animation. That's one thing. So if I hit quickly like this, that means I know they're going to be all, common or rare or uncommon. But the second, and there we go. So this is either epic or legendary. We wait, color changes. So epic is purple, and it stayed purple, and it's this chick. I probably have her because I have quite a bit of this game. Oh, another one back to back. So it's either purple or legendary. Let's see. Purple. Ooh, legendary. Wow. Oh, I already have this guy. He's pretty good, but I already have him. His specialty is he gains color master for 6 turns, so it's very strong. Any color is strong color, so it's pretty good, but I already have this guy. But hey, you just saw me pull a legendary just out of the blue like that, one after the other one. So as you can see in the orange available, I have 5 more. Oh, another epic or a legendary. This is how this game is. There are times that you're just pulling. That's why I have so many. Another epic. And I don't know this one. I know they're new enough within, few months new, maybe a year new, but I don't know the hero well enough to know, right? So this one strictly damages all. And the oh, I should have explained that, the statuses. I gotta explain that right afterwards. And that that's it. And I don't use diamonds for these. I mean, I save my diamonds for other stuff. Anyway, and if you do dailies, you get the bonuses at the top. As you can see, here's a key, which is for your dragon. So that's why I do have 69 keys, because I used to do these a lot. And it's easy. 5 pulls, which is kind of why I have my bronze, because 5 of these you getting them regularly. So I have a lot. So I used to do 5 of that. Then if you come over here, defeat 100 enemies. So I just go to campaign and just kill a bunch of people, level a hero, so feed somebody to them or just level them up. Upgrade a artifact, so you level up an artifact and use 50 energy, which you use if you are defeating enemies. So it's very easy to claim this. If you do them weekly, once you finish a weekly, so you see, if I do one more um, daily event, I can actually get my weekly done. And then monthly, if I do monthlies, end of the month, I also get a platinum. So you're constantly getting fed. I really like that with this game. Really, really like that. Another good thing is once you get a hero, if you, and this is where my shame comes in, this is the library of all the heroes. Obviously, the colored ones are the ones I have. These ones, obviously, I don't have. If you get the whole thing, you get a bonus that you can claim, as you can see at the top right. But this is where you can read about them, figure them out, and you can see from all the different classes which one I have, which one I don't have. So that's that. You get family rewards once you collect all of them from the one family, which you could see. These are families. Each line is a family. Okay. Now, statuses. So basically, poisons or mana breaths and all this. Each hero can only have 10 statuses, and there are heroes that just put a whole lot on people, right? Like my fire I was talking about. That guy puts fire on you, right? So you're basically on fire if you, I don't remember, 4 turns, 5 turns, 2 turns, whatever the hell it was. So you can keep putting that on, right? And then you have, eventually, if you keep putting statuses, whether there's poison, fire, mana block, mana choke, everything that you put on, once you put 10 on somebody, whether it's positive or negative, because you can have, let's just say, 6 positives and 4 negatives, you can't put any more positive or negative. You can remove things. That thing's always doable, remove, negatives and all that part of the game, but you can only have 10 statuses. So let's just say you put 10 positives on yourself, you cannot put any more negatives or anything on it. So that is part of the game. It's really interesting. And again, until you actually play and spend some time, it's hard to kind of explain it. But I would, and also here's the Guild War, just so you see it. I mean, I can't play it because I don't have enough. But this is, so basically the whole point is to go all the way to the other end and attack their base. Okay, so I can't obviously go F4, but you can see to the right there's some bases. Each one of these, there are 5 teams. All right, and look at all the lanes and all the places. And you can have epic teams, rare teams, common teams. It doesn't matter, because you have certain amount of attacks to get to the other side, get into the castle, and win the actual treasure that's in the castle, right? And your castle, as you can see, 12 teams, right? So I never have played it. I've watched other teams play it because there's a lot of big teams in this. Obviously, if I go somewhere else, but it's incredible. I really want do it, but I'm not in a guild because obviously the amount of teams you need. So you can enter 5 or 6 teams, I forgot which one, and look how many nodes there are. So you don't have to fill all of them, I don't think, but I don't know because I've only watched people play this with full teams. Okay. And rewards and all that, obviously I can't because I got nothing in here, right? So that's that. And that is basically the game. It would be awesome if some other people join the guild and we play. Look, another reward because I've been on it for long enough. 40 minutes in. So, yeah, that is that. Um, I got a whole bunch of new stuff. And again, if you want to see quickly, look, I can take this hero. I want to upgrade him. I can feed him some of my garbage. Boom. He leveled up just like the other game, obviously. There we go. Once, because it's 5 star, 50s max. And then I need to, oh, to take this 5 star to a 6 star, I will need to feed him 5 5 star heroes to ascend them to 6 star. And what I do is I think I have them here. If you check, where are they? Yeah, so as you can see, this one, this one, these are all 4 stars that I've already made at the bottom, and I have some purples that I do use that I don't like. To gain purples to 5 star, because you need to, take a 4 to 40, feed at 4, and then now they become 5 star. So I just use shittier heroes to feed them, to make them stronger, to feed my legendaries to ascend. So the only way I've ascended these by doing that. You also do get books to ascend, but that books which are up here, these books, you get them playing the game. So these cauldrons as well too. So, and these are trainer heroes basically, these ones. So honestly, the game is very forgiving, and I really enjoy this game. Right, so if I go in, you'll see these are trainer heroes. They just look like this, the dummies. But yeah, that is that. It was a long one, but supposed to be short. Have fun.